We arrested, well, in Mazar-e-Sharif up north in Afghanistan, 2,000 Taliban soldiers gave up. All 2,000 all at the same time. So there's not a prison in Afghanistan big enough to hold 2,000 people. So we figured we have to divide them up and put them in regional jails around the country. So we asked Abdurrashid Dostum, this fucking traitor who was with the Northern Alliance, then he was with the Taliban, then he's with the Northern Alliance again, now he's with the Taliban again. So he said, I'll take them. We'll take them out into the desert and we'll just hold them there until we can divide them up into smaller groups and send them around to local jails. So they put them all in shipping containers, right? To put them on 18-wheelers. Nobody put any holes for air in the shipping containers, and there's no food and water. And so they get out to the desert, they open the shipping containers, and one of the 16 survivors said that the bodies fell out like sardines from a can. Well, we always believed Dostum did it on purpose, right? Why would you feed and clothe and house 2,000 Taliban prisoners when you can just suffocate them? So what was new was this human rights activist said, I have a witness who was 12 years old at the time, and he says that there were 2 men there at the site of what's called the box up, where they were putting them onto into the containers. 2 men wearing black t-shirts and blue jeans and speaking English. Who is going to be in Mazar-e-Sharif in November of 2001 wearing blue jeans and black t-shirts and speaking English?
Yeah, I mean, duh.
Yeah. So I took the information and I wrote a letter to the CIA asking for clarification.
And I see why they charged this guy.
and I did it under John Kerry's signature. So it was, sincerely, John Kerry, Chairman, U.S. Committee on Foreign Relations.
Oh, so you didn't sign it yourself?
No.
Okay.
No, Kerry signed it. I waited weeks for a response. Finally, one of my colleagues comes in and he says, hey, the agency responded to your letter. I said, I just checked my mail an hour ago. I didn't see any response. He said, no, they classified it top secret. Well, at the time, I only had a secret clearance on the committee. I said, what did it say? He says, it said, go fuck yourself. And I said, that's how they want to play. And then Kerry calls me. Hey, come over to the office. So I go over to his office. He goes, are you trying to take on the CIA on this Mazar-e-Sharif thing? And I said, this is a legitimate investigation into a massacre that the CIA may have had perhaps a tangential role in. He's like, yeah, kill this right now. I go, okay. Killed it. That happened several times with him because all he was ever concerned about was becoming Secretary of State.